Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the third day of my journey to see if we can get 20 customers in 30 days. So, this is my Facebook page for the 20 customers in 30 days journey. And this is the link that I posted earlier for the people to join to see what is happening. So, no new customers yet, day 3, and there's 28 days left to go. Yesterday, I just got some feedback of people that watched the program and the day before. That are looking at what we're doing, and the purpose of this is to see if it is possible to get 20 new customers into your business, following the idea that a lot of the network marketing, or not network marketing, which are the marketing gurus, are saying people are supposed to do to grow the business. And the idea is not to post just links or ads for your business, but rather to build relationships with people online. Because people are no, what's the right word? People are looking for friends. People are isolated. Even if people have 300 or 500 or 1,000 or 5,000 friends on the Facebook page, they don't really know them. They don't really know them. So they're just people following them that they liked or asked to be friends. And we are so caught up in this ego thing about the amount of people that are following us that that is what people are doing. They trying to say who's got the most people following them, but nobody's reading this stuff. So the whole purpose of this is to go out and make new friends. Even if you just go out, that's my goal, to go out and connect with at least 10 people every day. By the end of the month, you should have connected with 300 new people. So let's take off weekends, just say weekdays, 5 weekdays a week, 5 by 10, 50 by 4, it's 200 new people. Even if you just get 10% of that to come back to you, that's our 20 people. So this is the way to get new people. And remember, these new customers or people that are interested in what you are doing um, could potentially um, give your business the turnover that you've been seeking for some time. Or those 20 people could just connect you with the right person that will make that change for you. And you don't have to do this every month. Do this every 6 months and try and get 20 new people in your business. Remember now, specifically why I'm doing this is that I'm looking at my garden services and seasonal type of businesses season now. So this is the time to expand. If you look in history, the time when businesses really expanded and grew fast was in a recession, because the strong people grew their businesses in that time where most people were complaining there's not enough customers. And so you must actually see this time now as the opportunity to grab market share, get more customers. This is the ideal time of the year to do it. The next 3, 4 months is to get your business up and running, get more customers, so that when the summer comes, especially winter type of businesses like the garden services, where you can get more people to use your services in the new summer. So there's a lot of ideas there. Yeah, so much happening today. Connected with some people. And I think the main thing of this is to stand the test, to be persistent, to pull through, to push through. Because a lot of people will come to a point where they say, oh, no, it's not working. And that's why it is important that if you set a goal, that you push forward and make sure you go and you work towards your goal. If you think of the things that people are talking about a lot is Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, The Secret, a lot of that stuff. But even the Bible says, whereas if you seek, you shall find. If you knock, it will be open for you. So everywhere is this laws that say if you persistently making your conscious world. Remember the other day I showed my PhD with the big those 80 100 ton trucks. If you make your subconscious aware of what's going on, you will observe better of what's going on, and you can plan better. Because that's a big mind in there. Yeah, your mind is so full of golden nuggets and diamonds, and we just forget about them because we just survive. We just live. And so this is a time, 30 days, just to focus on a goal. And if you can put your mind on it, that's what it's all about. Put your mind on it. And if you focus on it, you will receive what you are seeking. That is a law, like gravity. You know, if the apple comes loose from the branch, it will fall on the floor. The same way you have to believe and you have to feed your mind. Remember, that took you a couple of years to study the laws of gravity and whatever you were studying at school, the different laws for the different subjects. But this law, it is. Even the Bible confirms that whatever you fill your mind with, your virtual, uh, the non-existent, the stuff in the air, if you focus on it, you will make it real. Same thing with athletes. They practice, they practice, they practice, but a lot of them, and I'm sure there's a lot of you out there, if you go for the finals or for your big race that you've been practicing for months, even every race, but when it's for the big thing, you play it through your mind, you feel it, you smell it, you taste it, how you achieve your goal. If it's to come first or for your team or the rugby team or the soccer team or football, um, um, you focus your energy and you in your mind you play the game of the things that you have to do to make sure. And because you feed your subconscious, it will start doing the things that is needed for you to win. So with this is if you focus on getting your 20 customers, you will start doing things that will get you closer to your goal. Like this afternoon, I went to get us Chinese food for takeaways for supper, and I was in the shop and I was paying for my food. I'm in cryptocurrency, and I asked him, "Do you accept bitcoins?" And they said, the owner of the business, which is Chinese, said no. They were looking funny at me. And then the lady that's taking the orders and writing out the tape said to me, yeah, her mom went to a course last week. She's doing Forex and that. I said, it is currency, but it's not like the normal fiat currency. This is cryptocurrency. And she wants to know more. So if you talk about what you are doing, people know what you are doing. A friend of mine has got a business and a lady friend, and she actually told us that she had been going to a gym 5 years. And in that 5 years, everybody knew what her business was. Huh? How can one let such an opportunity pass you by? And this is the purpose of this. That we can go out there and talk about our businesses. If you are shy to talk about your business, then do it this way. You don't physically have to approach people. I just enjoy talking to people, which is something I never did. But through this business in the last 2 years, I've grown. I enjoy what I'm doing. I love now to talk to people. Okay, so enough talking. Let's do. So we've seen this now. So let's go to my personal page, and so that's the one that I spoke about, the truck, the subconscious, the big truck, and you are the driver in that big truck, which is your conscious, and the truck is the subconscious. So if you're not steering wheel, your subconscious is taking you anywhere. So you have to be the director of your orchestra. You have to be in control. You have to be the schoolmaster of the school or the teacher of the class. If you don't control that time and space, it is lost. It is gone. Remember, like I spoke last night, if you were driving somewhere, in the beginning when you were starting to learn how to drive, you were um, looking for the gears and the pedals at the bottom and the steering wheel and indicators and all those things. And eventually, it becomes second nature. You don't even think about it. And how many times have you left your front door, got to your destination, but that space in between, that gap, that time, you don't know how you got there. So your subconscious takes over because it knows what to do to get you to the next point. Same way with this now. You've decided you want 20 customers. Now your subconscious will do the stuff that has to be done to get you 20 new customers. Just focus on what you want. So that's why some people have bad things in their life because they think of all the bad stuff that can go wrong and they attack them. Whereas people that think about the good stuff that is in life and that can come to them, they receive it. Okay, so this is the post for last night. Only one share and 2 likes. And we're talking about Sir Richard Branson that is invested in cryptocurrencies. And I was saying if he invests a lot of money in it, millions, then this must be the next big thing. And we're gonna do an ad just now post that people can look at tomorrow. But this is another one that I did today. Got another like here. And what I was saying is, um, how successful are you? Because what I'm doing here now is creating content, either for motivation for people or talk about my subject. And the one we're going to do now is going to be about the subject, but this was just in general, teaching and coaching, sharing ideas. Because I see my business, even though I'm involved in cryptocurrency, that's the vehicle that I'm using, but the industry I'm in, I've been passionate at all my life, is self-development. The way that we can get better. That is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be better than you were last year. Because the only thing that is for sure, for real, is change. Every day you're getting older. Every day things are getting more advanced. So that's a sure thing. Everything is changing. What are you doing to keep up? So this is what I did today, and I said, how successful are you? Do you even understand what it means to be successful? It is necessary. It isn't necessarily money, even though most people use that as a yardstick, and I was laughing about it. Quite funny, people judging you on your jacket, and they don't even bother to find out what's inside the jacket. And so, success is a school teacher or a successful person is a school teacher that is teaching school because that is what he wanted to do. So he's doing what he wanted to do, therefore he's successful. Or a wife who is a mother because that is what she wanted to become, a wife and a mother, and she's doing great at that job. So what are you doing? So stop being a Jones or try and be one of the Joneses or keep up with the Joneses. Be the best you want to be or you wanted to be. Know what you want to have. There is no competition. You don't have competition. Don't um, uh, what can I write now? Don't compare yourself with other people. You are unique. So be the best that you can be. Um, and don't wait for somebody else to ask you to do that. You be the best that you can be. It's like a fire. You don't say, give me the heat and then I'll put in some wood to make it warm. No, you must first make the fire, then you get the heat. It's like some people, they want a salary increase before they do the work. No, do the work, increase your value, then you will get rewarded with finances. And yeah, this is the picture that I put with it of what is a successful person. A successful person is a person who progressively realizes a worthwhile idea. So if you've got a goal, a dream, then you have to push for it. And that's what I was saying earlier. Push for your dream. Okay, so I actually cheated a little bit. I was on the internet and I was looking at the news for today. And I looked at cryptocurrencies and they were talking about the way forward. And there is so many. There was, I think, over 700. So I just took a copy of this page and I already pasted it on this PowerPoint presentation. And I'm actually trying now to make it transparent. And yeah, so this is not only am I learning, I see anything changing. I don't want to change the size. Let's see if I blur it. Let's do it like this. Okay, so that's the picture. We can color crop. No, let's. I'm just gonna crop the picture so I can enlarge it because I want to make the whole page like this. Like there, a little bit bigger there, a little bit bigger there. Okay, so we need some more cropping. I'm just going to do a little bit at the top to take out those black lines. Here we go. And then go back on the side so we can enlarge it more. Like this. Go, here we go. Make sure we put it in the top. Put it down, yeah. Forward. I'm just going to do it down here. So close. There we go. So these are full page. Patterns, texture, gradient, solid. Gradient. Pictures, textile, transparency. There we go. Stop making it transparent. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just put the words on. So what I'll do is I'll put this on here. I want to put this on here because it's asking about cryptocurrency. Now let's leave this out. I'm just going to use this for a net because people are saying what is happening with cryptocurrency. Putting it on here, like that, and making it bigger. What is the future? And we do and the cryptocurrency, and we do center it, and we get nice and big here in the middle. We go bold. Okay, ink one more time. That's nice and big. Okay, so you can't see that, so let's change the color. No, no. Let's go for it. Here we are. Yeah. So what is the future of cryptocurrency? And we save that as a picture. I'm going to save it as a picture JPEG. And you can see my, my last one was number 7. So I'm going to put in here number 8. Saved. Only this slide. Okay, then we go to Facebook. And this is what I'm going to post today. We'll put in there the picture. Upload my picture. Everybody's on the internet tonight. Okay, so there we go. Number 8, cryptocurrencies. What is the future? Okay, and here is the. I don't put it in there. I put it in the Word document. My words. That's not the Word document. Sorry, here's the document. Okay, so let's take that out. Today, where will cryptocurrency be in the future? I'll use that as my heading. Cut. And I'll put it in the front here. What is the future of crypto? What is the where will crypto be in the future? Okay, and go to the Word document back there. So it reads there, that's it. Leaving aside the price related matters, this session opened another important question. Okay, I'm going to take this out and the. Let's go back. I love this going back. If you made a mistake. Okay, so taking Bitcoin and then delete it. So okay, so that's it. Can Bitcoin and other digital currencies survive without any approval by institutions? It is true, as asked by the government, Bank of Canada, that it cannot reach a massive infusion without any formal regulation, which is not true, because if you look at the prices at the moment, it it hit a high just after the new year of 1,000, almost 1,300, bounced or dropped down to 937, I think. And now it's bounced back. And earlier this afternoon, I saw it was actually bouncing up to $1,080 for one coin. Um, so it is very volatile, but it's keeping its value. It is worth more than a dollar. And it passed the price of gold, so the chances are that it will do that again because more and more people are using it. Actually, it's quite funny. Last end of last year, I saw Bitcoin was flushing into China daily. You couldn't believe the millions of dollars that went into Bitcoin into China. And now Japan has taken over, but I've seen lately a lot of money have gone back into Bitcoin, back into America. Okay, so the next part of the question is, of course, I don't have a crystal ball, so I don't know the answers, but I can see for me for Bitcoin, and this is maybe I should take this out because it's just extra stuff that people don't know about. Um, not so only the Bitcoin, but um, the technology behind it, the blockchain, will have a prosperous future. That's how I think it's going to happen, and that's why I'm involved with cryptocurrency because it's decentralized. The governments cannot control it. So if the governments collapse or the banks collapse, we will survive. That's the point of this. We will survive. Because my question will be, what are you going to do if your money is stuck in a bank and they close the bank and then tomorrow, like many banks in Europe, in the world up there has collapsed and people can draw 60 euros a day, or like last year here in Zimbabwe, just across the border, they can only draw $100 a day. That's it. So there's no money. And you saw what happened last night with our government. I actually thought it was a joke. I thought it was April Fool, but April Fool is only tomorrow. So unless, yeah, we can look at the mathematical abilities of the person who's in question. But let's see what this is gonna hold for us. Looking forward to the results from this and see what people say. But what I have to say, and see, because I know there's only 1 in 10 people. The information now or the stats is that 1 in 10 people know about cryptocurrency. So if you didn't know about it, this is part of the lesson. Learn more about cryptocurrency. Okay, so let's post this to my post. Here we go. And let's see who has been looking, who will look at my stuff. So there's no new information yet. And this is the challenge, the gurus that are advertising this theme or method, they've got thousands of people on their friendship list. So if they post, a lot of things will happen. Most of us do not. Most people have between 300 and 1,500 connections. There are the exceptions that go up to 5,000, but in general, what I've seen is there is a lot of people that actually have more than 1,000. I've got 1,000 and 1,279. But most of the people I don't physically know. We just connected because of friends that I knew. And that's what's going to happen with this. If you build a relationship with people, they will refer you to their friends because they will trust you. This is a way to build trust. People do business with people that they like and they trust and they think that are like them. So I think what I'm going to do in the future is when I do the talking on the um, uh, Facebook page with the people, so I connect with them, is to show that how one gets vulnerable. Because the moment you get vulnerable with other people talking about your stuff, obviously not everything, but like family or something like that that you want to open up with and look at what they're talking about, then they are more open and easily to talk back to you. They mirror what you're talking. So if you make yourself vulnerable, they will make themselves vulnerable, and you can start building a relationship. And that is the way to get customers for the future. Okay, so that being said, um, uh, this is a process. That's why I'm calling it my journey. Um, so every day I'm trying to post here something now, sometimes twice a day, and to generate interest and pique or people's interest about stuff. Because a lot of other businesses, I don't know if you've seen it, they say join my business or I love this one where the people say get join this business for free and get this for free. How can a business make money if they're giving stuff away for free? You have to understand the model. Somewhere money has to come into the business for them to give it away. So somewhere someone will have to pay for it. Somewhere somebody has to generate the money. And I actually saw yesterday, you can't believe, I think there's a huge demand for extra money from people. I've looked on some of the groups and people are posting anything, everything on there. Some of the stuff, I mean, it is so blatant when you look at it that it's a scam, and people are just putting their numbers, phone numbers, or email addresses down to get connected with this person that is doing this advertising for something. And like some people are actually saying, for real, you really find people that will put money into this, and they actually ask, so how many people have you scammed with this already? And people are so desperate for money. Um, so if people are desperate for money, then businesses must be desperate for money. So this is a way for you to improve your cash flow, especially going into winter now. Okay, so the whole purpose of this is to do everything in half an hour. And I've spoken mostly tonight and didn't do much, but it's a work in progress. And so let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to reach out tomorrow to some more people, and let's see tomorrow night what has happened. Let's see how my journey is going. So thank you for your support. Thank you for listening. Thank you for looking. And yeah, well, if you actually want to, here's my question. Are you doing your dream job now? If you are not doing your dream job, then go to my Facebook page and just say there, yes or no. Are you doing your dream job? So have a good evening. Speak to you tomorrow night. Good night.